Because when a guy's a dog, he's a dog, and a D-O-G is a... No, because a girl, when she defends herself, I don't think so. If a guy doesn't have the strength, in other words, the balls enough to save a girl, to tell her, you know what, don't worry about it, I'll do it myself. That's another thing. I know. And then a guy that dogs is a dog because he just likes, oh, you know what, I like you. How about let me give you a number? And you get their number, and then after you just go, oh, yes, I love you. Get them in bed, you do them, and then after you want to not talk to them. Now, that's a big-time dog, and that's what kind of sort of you are.
You go, girl. Nah, I believe if somebody out here is going to have sex or take someone to bed, I believe there should be true love. If not, why do you even bother? You're just going to mess up someone's life.
Okay.
For pleasure, that's what you do.
What do you say? What do you say?
For pleasure, not for love. I don't know.
But,
I'm too young to love. I don't know about that.
Who told you that?
What?
Who told you that?
Who told me that? I told myself that. I'm too young to love. I don't know what love is, so.
I mean, is it your dad that talked to you, or I mean, somebody told you that?
Just a dog.
He's a D-O-G dog. He's a dog.
He's a dog.
In your eyes.
That's why I love my boyfriend. Because he's nothing like you.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I'm your host, and I'm bringing you a show where you can voice your opinion. Obviously, I have an accent, but I hope nonetheless that you can understand me. It may surprise you that a Frenchman would be interested in the opinion of young people in America, but believe it or not, it's something that's important to me. And that's why, every week, with my crew, we want to bring you a show with issues that interest teenagers. Some topics may be serious, some may be funny, and some may even be silly. But we hope that you tune in every week and find something you like, something you can learn from, or something you can relate to. Stay tuned. Today, we are starting with a fun topic, or at least we had fun doing it. We are visiting Roosevelt High School in East Los Angeles, and the topic we have chosen is attraction. Attraction between people.
Think about it. Out of the hundreds of people we interact with or see every week, there is only a handful we may be attracted to. Maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe only 1. Isn't it amazing?
Now careful, attraction doesn't mean love. April, what does the dictionary say under attraction?
Under attraction, it says, the relationship existing between two persons who are naturally or involuntarily drawn together. For instance, here at Roosevelt, there are roughly 1,500 boys, and out of those 1,500, there is only one boy I'm attracted to. Isn't it fascinating that out of 1,500 boys, there's only one boy I'm attracted to?
Of all people in a crowd, what is it that attracts us to that one particular individual? Well, some are attracted to the face of a person, and some are attracted to their personality. For others, it's the body, and for others, it may be the money. For some others, it's the sense of humor, and for some others, it's a pierced tongue, a dimple, or a mole on the cheek. Everyone's reasons are personal. And what about you? Who are you attracted to? To you, what does an attractive girl look like?
Like that one walking over there.
Oh, the one, Lorena?
Yeah, the little blonde one.
Lorena?
I guess that's her name. I don't know.
Describe her. What is it that describe her? What's attractive about her?
Her face. She has beautiful eyes. Her hairs are beautiful.
Well, I don't like real, like fat legs that look like cottage cheese, I mean, I like them smooth, and what really interests me is the underswell of the breast.
The under what?
The underswell.
Underswell.
Like the part where the breast actually meets the chest.
The cleavage?
Yeah, like around there.
Like not dingy and not too smart, in between. And posture, the way, she sits down, walks around, not, hunchback and stuff like that either,
And shut her hair up like this, like in a bun.
You take what comes at you.
And I also like guys that treat me good. Shut up.
Like me, I like vaquero. I like ballers.
Actually, I like black man. I don't know.
A guy like me who often goes out to clubs and, likes to kick back and party and all that stuff. It varies, from time to time.
I don't like liars.
Okay.
I despise liars.
They're very strong physically as well, like, mentally.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like how they scream and everything.
You can't be fat. I used to have a boyfriend that had big ears, but I don't like big ears, so.
I like looking at their hands. Structure of their fingers, their structure of their hands and stuff like that.
What kind of hands you like?
The kind of ones that have like small little nails and stuff, cute little nails.
For some reason, I pay close attention to the hands because, make sure where they're at. They're not like flying at you or anything like that.
Yeah, they're like really hyper and how they dance and everything, the way they dress, everything.
She's got to be outgoing. Like, if you got to jump off a cliff, she has to jump off the cliff.
It's not like if I'm like selfish or anything like that, but they have to be with me all the time, He has to go to school.
Anything that moves, really.
And he has to smell good.
Any kind of girl, as long as she's not ugly.
Okay. Like what perfume?
Like just different kinds of cologne, like Cool Water or Fahrenheit, whatever.
They better have a car.
Dress nice.
Okay.
Nice haircut. And a car.
She has to dress provocative. She has to wear shorts, like provocative clothes, high heels, and
anything that moves, really.
They have to like me for sure, because, like they don't like you and they're not interested in you. What's the point and stuff?
As long as they're interested in me, I think that's okay.
Serious, what does it mean?
Like,
Hi.
She has to have a nice personality. She has to be very gorgeous, and as long as I find her attractive, it's cool with me.
well, what kind of guy
What kind of guy?
Damn, I want a fine guy. Like, he has to be good. A job, money, tall, six-pack, and nice hair, and fine guy.
As you can see, some students want it all, but many actually pay a very special attention to the face. I'm asking you, is there anything more beautiful and moving than a human face?
The first thing I look for is the face. The face is very important.
The first thing I look in a girl is, the way she looks, like her body and her face.
Facial features.
She has nice eyes, nice smile.
They have to have like a real pretty face.
Pretty face?
Like nice eyes, like small eyes.
Okay.
Nice set of eyes.
she has to have thick lips. Thick lips.
Pink lips.
Lips that are like wet.
Puffy.
Okay, okay.
So you could chew on.
When they have black hair, I like them to be like white from the skin.
Brown skin. Dark skin.
I like colored eyes and blonde hair.
Curly hair. When they have red hair,
Yeah.
I like them to be like cinnamon skin, to have like cinnamon skin.
Blonde. Blonde.
Okay.
Thin. Nice eyes.
What is it that you find attractive in a girl?
Just look at her.
Look at her. So describe her.
Huh?
Describe her.
She's beautiful, smart, talented,
Describe her facial features.
I like her big eyes.
No, don't hide your face. Continue.
Beautiful lips.
You're right.
Her nose.
I'm sorry?
Her nose.
Beautiful nose. Continue. Very good. What else?
And the rest, that's it.
Okay. I agree.
I'm Mexican, but I look Caucasian. And I've learned that when my friends and family, joke about it, they don't mean to hurt me. They joke about it. So I learned to overlook that. There are times when complete strangers make a big deal out of it, and it really gets me mad.
I like it when a girl, at times if she has to, that she can tell someone off when they're making fun of her, or stay quiet when no one's talking to her.
How would you say in Spanish? How would you call a girl like that? There's no word in Spanish?
I don't know.
How do you call that?
I don't know.
Say it.
Cabrona.
You like una cabrona, right?
Yeah. You can say that.
Okay.
I'm just basically telling all you guys out there that if you're gonna have sex with your partner, just be careful, be really careful, because when it does happen to you, everything is gonna change completely, and you're not gonna know what to do with it. And it's not only gonna affect you, but your friends and your family, and you're gonna give up every right you have as a teenager to go out and have fun without anything, having to take care of a kid or having to find a babysitter or anything like that.
The way she walks is important to you? How do you like a woman to walk?
Well, I mean, the ass has to shake, you know?
Okay.
I guess all girls walk like that. I don't know if they go to a school or whatever, but I mean...
Guys are not the only ones to be attracted to faces. Girls are too. And girls have their own special reasons to appreciate those faces.
His eyes, the way he dresses, the way he acts with other people. Tall, light, colored eyes.
It's nice when they have colored eyes.
I don't care what color, as long as they're dreamy.
What I'm really, really attracted in a guy is his eyes.
His
eyes.
Thighs?
Eyes.
Oh, his eyes.
What I see in guys is it's either the lips or the hair.
The lips or the hair?
Yeah, that's the thing that most attracts me.
I have a thing for noses. I don't know why.
I used to have a boyfriend that had big ears, but I don't like big ears, so.
No?
No.
No, if you've ever seen the movie Great Expectations, then that would be the guy. I love his nose.
And he has to have nice lips.
Something that attracts me to them is their eyelashes, eyebrows,
Okay.
mouth, puffy lips.
Well, they have to be tall, sweet, big lips.
Nose and lips. I like thick lips.
Like full lips.
Full lips?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like hanging lips or, thin lips, like full.
I want a guy that has the nicest smile.
The dimples. Ooh, dimples are fine on a guy.
You like that? You like puffy lips? Why is that?
They're softer. The eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
I like eyebrows. I don't know why. I like them to be kind of not so thick, not so thin, but there.
Teeth are very important to me. Teeth.
Ah.
Teeth matter a lot to me.
Short hair.
Okay.
I like goatees.
And when they have mustache.
You like a goatee or just a mustache?
Mustache.
Mustache.
I like guys with a big smile.
Big smile. Okay.
And I like bald guys.
I don't know, bald.
He has to be bald.
I'm Mexican, but I look Caucasian. When complete strangers make a big deal out of it, and it really gets me mad. And well, this happened for a long time, well, probably up to now, through my whole life. And I've learned I've learned that people shouldn't be judged on their colors. So.
What does your necklace say?
Joey's girl.
Can you put it on that?
You just want to look at my boobs.
No, of course not.
Well, it was when I just first came here. It was 2 or 3 months ago. Well, I was really mad, because I didn't know anybody here in the school. And I was all alone during the traditional lunch. I was as mad as I wanted to go back to Mexico. So I was really mad because I didn't know anybody. I couldn't talk with anybody. I was like all alone. So I just was like frustrated and depressed because I didn't have any friends. But I was really mad, you know. I really want to to almost die. I was really depressed.
Nice body shape, whatever.
Okay.
Booty.
Booty? Booty is important to you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, anything that moves, really.
I don't like liars.
Okay.
I despise liars.
I grew up here, and the way I'm growing up here, and I don't want my kids to grow up in the neighborhood I grew up because I know what goes on in the neighborhood.
When we asked the students, what are you attracted to in a person? Some were hinting to specific parts of the body, but for some reasons, they had trouble putting it into words. There are definitely situations where sign language is more powerful than words. Check it out. Be more specific. What kind of body?
Shape.
What kind of shape? Now, on the other hand, some other students had no trouble at all putting into words what attracted them to a person. As a matter of fact, they knew exactly what they liked, and they were pretty articulate about it. Check it out.
The first thing I look at is the first thing I look for is the face. Well, first I like a woman that is not fat and not too skinny.
Like every male in this room, I look at the breasts and the butt.
Butt size, breasts, facial features.
Okay.
That's what I mainly look at. I don't really care for their, as she said, their attitude or how they are.
What kind of girl are you attracted to?
Attracted to? Any kind of girl, as long as she's not ugly.
Okay.
Yeah, like. So it's just natural, fool. I don't know, she just had all the curves, all the right curves.
The right curve?
Yeah.
Can you like draw it with your hands? What kind of curves? All right.
The little diamond, you know.
Oh, you said
No, nothing.
How?
No, not like that, like the long hands and stuff. Not to get on handle, just like
That's good, huh?
the curves.
Like a fountain, like.
There you go.
Like a fountain?
Yeah.
All right.
When guys and guys get together, they act really dumb.
A girl that has the curves,
What kind of curve?
the back and the front, you know, chest, and big chest, big booty. Just to be fine, man.
So what's a fine girl in your standard?
I don't know. Yeah, that's Nestor.
Nestor, what kind of girl are you attracted to?
It's a nice girl.
Okay. Nice. That's a very general term. Like physically or mentally nice?
Both.
Okay. What's a nice girl physically to you?
No, well, nice body shape, whatever.
Okay.
Booty.
Booty? Booty is important to you?
Yeah.
What really interests me is the underswell of the breast.
Like Marco's big breasts and
Exactly.
big butt.
Big booty and
Nice butts.
Okay. Nice butt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Like she has to be cute, nice little waist, nice butt.
What's a nice butt to you? Is it big, small, tight, loose?
Like a normal size that's tight.
Not too big and not too small. And it pops out, not wide. So.
Not fat and not too skinny.
Okay.
I like them slim.
The ass has to shake, you know.
the fine ones, well, obviously. Like the ones that got the butt and the breast.
When guys and guys get together, they act really dumb.
Yo sé que no fui para ti y lo que sucedió se perdió en la nada. Es triste para mí, pero no importa ya. Voy a pintar mi raya.
Okay, my name is April, and I'm going to read you an excerpt from my diary. This is dated 7/22/97. This is when I was visiting my grandma in Washington. I think they're not going to like me anymore because of my haircut. I think I look like a boy. Oh well, maybe I'm just stupid. Guys don't care about your hair. They like you for you and your pretty face.
Are you wearing an oil, some kind of vanilla or something, yourself?
Usually when I dress like this, I'll wear some kind of stuff that Aztecs used to use. It's called patchouli.
Patchouli, that's it. It's an oil.
Yeah, but usually when I dress like casual, then I'll wear Eternity or Escape.
Oh, so you put cologne according to the dress that you're gonna wear. All right. Where did you learn that?
Well, I got it from myself actually. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, and yeah.
Okay. So if you're mad, what kind of cologne do you wear?
If I'm mad, then I won't take a shower.
First time, they thought I was Armenian. Some persons told me that I look like a surfer, and I was like, I don't know, because when I used to live in Mexico, that was normal for me, the way I dress and that, it was normal. But here is like strange for them.
Were you like bald guys?
Yeah.
Like?
Well, he doesn't have to be bald, but I prefer bald.
You mean like shaven, right?
Shave, yeah. Shave.
What about a guy that's bald naturally?
Oh no, not no. No, that's.
I remember we were in Disneyland once, and we were like behind some Asian people, and they kept on looking at us like, like real ugly, like they're like mad dogging us, and I was like, well, like what are they looking at, right? And they just kept on looking at us like real bad, like they were ready to like beat us up or something, and like we weren't doing nothing, we were just standing in the line, like they'll be turning out like hardcore, like ugly looks, like that, like like. Because we're looking at all the Mexicans that were around like that,
What's interesting about working with teenagers is you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you're just doing your little interview, you're minding your own business, and wham, before you know it, you're in trouble. If you pay attention in that segment, we completely unintentionally uncovered a big secret. And next thing you know, we had a big classroom drama in our hands. Check it out. Emilio, do you wanna tell us what is it that you like in a boy or a girl?
Physical, like they're the way they look, their appearance.
Okay. Tell me more. Be more specific, please.
Yeah, I look at their physical appearance, like their butt size, breasts, facial features.
Okay.
That's what I mainly look at. I don't really care for their, as she said, their attitude or how they are. That's if I'm looking for a relationship, but most of the time I'm not. So.
Well, thank you for your honesty. I mean, so for you, personality is secondary. What really matters is the butt size, right?
not the butt size, but.
Well, you said it.
All right, yeah, but yeah, the butt size, everything. The way they look, just the way they look, like in a pair of jeans, tight pair of jeans or something.
Okay. So Emilio, what is a good butt size to you?
A good butt size, not too big and not too small, and it pops out, not wide. So.
Okay. What about the features?
What do you mean features? The facial features? I like colored eyes and blonde hair.
Okay. Any girl around in the class, for instance, that matched that description? Which one?
That one.
Over there? What is your name?
Michelle.
Michelle? So, Michelle, what's your last name?
Contreras.
Contreras? So Michelle, does Emilio's description fits your description, you think?
If he says so, yeah.
How do you feel about that? Are you happy about what you said?
It's alright. I mean, I don't know what to say.
How do you feel about Emilio?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, why don't you tell us about, first of all, why don't you tell us about what is it that you like in a boy?
Well, I like for a guy to respect me.
Okay.
And
that's important.
To have nice feelings, you know what I mean? And for him to like me as I do. Like, to give me what I want, like the love that I give him, for him to give it back to me.
Okay, very good. Very nice, very nice. Do you have a boyfriend right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have a crush on someone?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So, is that person you have a crush on in this class?
Yes, he is.
He is?
Yes.
Can you just, first of all, what is it that you like about him? We don't know who he is, so you can speak freely. What is it that you like about him?
That he's funny, that he's outspoken.
What else attracts you to him?
I don't know, since the first day I seen him, I mean.
Tell us a little story that he did, something he did to you.
I don't know, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Well, the way he looks at me, the way I look at him.
So, do you want to tell us his name? I mean, I think everybody's burning to know here. I mean, everybody's burning to know. Who is the lucky one?
Emilio.
Okay. So we're back to Emilio now. How do you feel about what she said?
Well, I'm flattered.
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 Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Okay.
What is it you say? Like, yeah, I want to cry.
Okay. Emilio, it seems like there is much more to this girl than physical. It seems like there's much more than that. It seems like she's pretty sensitive and that she's pretty intense. How do you feel about that?
What? It makes me feel like awkward. I don't know.
Okay. So where are we going from there?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to talk to her later.
You know, if you don't really pay attention to her, maybe, you know, she'll get tired and she'll find somebody else. How do you feel about that?
That's why I don't even waste my time. That's why, you know. Because if she's just gonna shaft me just like that, then what's the point?
Oh, so you're afraid that she would kind of dump you? Is that it?
No, I'm not afraid of rejection. That's like, that's besides the point. But
okay.
Just why hurt her feelings when, you know, when it's not necessary?
Oh, you don't want to hurt her feelings.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Goose.
So you don't want to hurt her feelings because you don't want to reject her, or you don't want her to reject you. What is it exactly?
Both, like, you know, it's just gonna hurt her more. Like if I tell her, oh, I like you, and then, you know, I'm ignoring her, she's gonna feel like, oh, what the heck? You know what happened here? He goes up to me telling me he likes me, and then nothing happens. So you just turn around and blow up in my face. So no, I don't think so.
Emilio said that he's kind of afraid that basically he seems like he's worried about getting into a relationship with you because he's afraid that you would maybe reject him. Would you do something like that?
No, I won't, because my eyes are based on him right now. I got a lot of time.
You do?
Like he said, I got 1.5 years. So.
Okay. Oh, he said that?
Well, not exactly, but. But
okay.
I got like, I don't know. I mean, my eyes are on him right now. I mean, I don't like nobody else.
So you won't let anybody else come in the picture?
No.
So you shouldn't be worried about it?
You shouldn't be worried about it.
You will wait for him?
I'll wait for him, yeah.
If he likes her and she likes him, I mean, why don't they say something about it, right? Why don't they just say
we wish him good luck.
I'm Mexican, but I look Caucasian.
He said he's gay, really.
He said he's gay?
He likes to. But
Okay, my name is April, and I'm going to read an excerpt from my diary. It's dated 4/11/98. He also did the most sweetest thing any guy or anyone has ever done for me. He took and paid for me to go to Magic Mountain so I could come over my fear of roller coasters. I got on the rides amazingly, but with the help of John. That is when I really fell for him.
Do you have a girlfriend right now? Yes, sir. How does she keep your interest?
Just the way she is. She's a nice person to be around with. She's always making things interesting. Okay. And it's fun.
Great. Well, thank you, George.
George, he has been after that girl for how long? 2 years?
No,
you had a crush on her forever.
You had a crush on somebody?
Oh, and then finally now she is the girlfriend, only recently. But he had a crush for her for years, so now...
Well, George, tell us about this girl then.
Shit. Wow.
I mean, it seems like you pursued her for...
Yeah, because she actually kept me interested in her.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun friendship we had, and just the way she is, the way she acts around people, the way she talks to you. She has straight hair, long, brownish. She has nice lips. She's cute.
In that sort of situation, you take what comes at you.
Ang puso kong ito'y para lang sa'yo. Nandito ako, umiibig sa'yo. Kahit na nagdurugo ang puso, kung sakaling iwanan kanya.
How many dramas take place in high school every day? It's difficult to say, but it seems like a lot is going on in the emotional department among teenagers. That very same day, as we were asking our question about attraction, another little drama was unfolding. And again, we had no clue. Can you tell us what kind of person you're attracted to?
Well, right now, I just went through some difficulties with my ex-girlfriend.
Really?
You know, we broke up yesterday, but
Wow,
I gotta
sorry.
no, it's okay. I gotta be honest. At first, there was no physical attraction, but after a while, I guess, you know, I started getting to know her. I started knowing who she really was, and I don't know, I guess it's true what people say, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Sure.
And while I knew once I had her, I mean, to me, she was like just the most gorgeous person that I've ever seen, you know?
Tell us something sweet about her, something that you have a great memory about. Something she did or something she said.
Well, the list would run on. There's so many things that she would do and that she would say that would just make me feel comfortable. For example, every time I would be sick and I wouldn't come to school, you know, I knew that I would always have her there at my house, you know, just babying me. And
She would miss school herself?
Yeah, someday she would miss school. Just she can go over my house and baby me, you know, get me things, you know, give me things that I needed, you know, medicine, you know, food, some soup or orange juice or anything like that, you know.
Okay. Is she in the school?
Yes, she is. Right now we're just trying to work things out. I was engaged to her.
Really?
Yes, I was. And
so you proposed her?
Yes, I did. On Valentine's Day of this year.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And what happened? Can you tell us what happened?
Mainly about jealousy. It's always about jealousy.
If she was gonna see that documentary on TV in a few months down the line, is there something you would like to tell her right now?
Right now, that no matter what happens, that even though I'm sick, I told you that I wouldn't be there for you. If this would happen, I'm always gonna be there, and she'll always have a space in my heart, and she'll always know that I love her. I'm really in love with her.
What's her name?
Her name is Lupe Torres.
Well, it turns out Raymond's girlfriend Lupe is also a student at Roosevelt High, only in a different grade. After hearing at lunchtime that we had been talking to Raymond, she looked for us in the school to give us her take on the story. See, you don't even need to look for the drama. It just comes to you.
Too much for me to handle right now, so I just asked him for a break, you know, because we were having too many fights and stuff. We were just clashing and we wouldn't get along. It's just that it's too much for me to handle right now as a senior and as going to college and stuff. So I just told him, you know, that I needed a break, and he took it the wrong way, and he told me, well, you know, that if he couldn't have me, then it was just going to be over. So I had nothing to say for, you know, like the way I expected him to respect my decision, I guess I have to respect his.
Would you want to go back with him?
Yeah, but right now, both of us are brokenhearted, and if we try to work things out right now, we're just going to fight more. That's what I think. So I just want time to pass so that I can, you know, like mend my heart and stuff.
Sure. Do you want to maybe send you a message when, for like in a few weeks when this documentary will be broadcast? Do you want to maybe send a message to him? Because he sent one to you.
Sure. Well, he knows that no matter what.
Yeah, talk to him.
Well, Raymond, you know that no matter what, you're always going to be a special person in my life. And no matter what we've been through, don't forget that I love you.
I know he won't forget. I hope you guys can get back together soon, okay? All right.
It's a cool relationship, so I think we should hook them up.
It's just mainly about a love song, how a man or a guy, how a guy feels about this woman. He feels as if, you know, everything for him is like just gone down. You know, he feels as if, you know, how can I say, as if, you know, it's like he just, you know, let his heart decide for himself, and he's wanted somebody for so long, you know, so bad. And
Her outspokenness, I mean, she was outgoing, very outgoing. She was very rowdy, she caught my attention. Those eyes. She's got some very beautiful eyes. She's got those really round eyes, you know, and it's just pretty much everything about her. And still, I'm still saying that everything about her is beautiful.
I've dedicated this song to her. Just, you know, it's basically for you. You know, basically for you, Lupe. I'm not gonna be singing this song. I'm just gonna, you know, express it out as a poem. And well, it goes like this. It says, I've been walking down that empty road. I don't know if I'm going up or down. All I know is that I love you.
You like a big booty?
Yeah.
What else?
Huh?
What else?
Nice face. That's it. Long as she has good butt and good breast, it's all good.
Big breast, big butt?
Yeah, it is all good.
You're right. You're right. I don't like liars.
Okay.
I despise liars.
We're liking the girls that she speaks the truth and stuff and does not lie and stuff.
Okay.
My name is April, and I'm going to read you an excerpt from my diary. This is dated 7/22/97. He makes me feel comfortable when I'm around him, and whenever I see him, I get sweaty palms and butterflies in my stomach. I love talking to him, and most important of all, he's cute and he makes me laugh. A sense of humor is what I like. I just hope that my feeling is right.
So you don't see East LA as a barrio?
It's not a barrio.
Okay, no, I'm just asking.
It's just, it's East Los Angeles. It's that. It's just that, just because there's, I don't know, it's just people pay more attention to negative things than they tend to pay attention to the positive things. We have a lot of positive things around here. It's just that the attention isn't going to that. It's going to people from gangs, you know, or people living paycheck to paycheck.
Now, if you thought only men were paying attention to body parts, you're wrong. Nowadays, young women are not afraid to check out the guys.
Wow, I like men like light skin, like blondish hair.
Light skin?
Yeah.
Blonde hair?
Tall. Kind of buff.
Okay.
I like the body. I like big chest. And
Big chest?
Yeah.
Like a 34D?
No. I like to be tall, light skin, buff, and like nice eyes. Then maybe a six-pack on their stomach. Tall, six-pack, and nice hair, and fine guy.
Fine guy? We say fine. What's a fine guy? I mean, where are you going?
With the big butt, like with the chest.
You like a big butt?
Yeah.
They're like a nice, perfect body, the dimples.
Oh, actually, I like black men. I don't know, very strong, big lips, butt, as you say, tall. They have to have a big butt.
What for? Tell me. I'm just curious.
I don't know, to grab them.
All right.
Oh, I like them like with nice bodies and like tall. I like them taller than me and like skinny and with a nice butt. And it's attractive. I find that attractive.
You like big butt or small butt?
Regular, because a guy with a big butt, I don't know. They look kind of weird, so like a regular butt's fine, I guess. Oh yeah, a nice butt too.
What's a nice butt?
Like grabbable. Hard, grabbable, you know. Grabbable? Yeah.
Unbelievable, isn't it? As you can see, lots of girls today are not shy to speak up and say what they like. And they should get credit for that. Now, does this mean all girls go for tush, muscle, and looks? Probably not. Lots of girls today still give priority to qualities like personality, sensitivity, or sense of humor. In other words, the inner look.
You know, it don't really matter about the looks, because all what matters is what's inside.
Ah.
It doesn't really count like how they look, but who they really are, even though like it really matters like a little bit how they look.
They told me not to go for looks, just what's in the inside. Personality, I think their personality counts more than their appearance. I want a guy who's nice, who understands the girl, who's always there for the girl, you know, like a best friend.
So as long as they're honest and have a great personality.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I've been encountered by a lot of guys that
don't have anything interesting to say, and even though they're good looking, like, I don't know, it's just like a turn off.
Well, I like them to be talented,
Intelligent?
smart, and their personalities. I don't really care how they look like.
To me, it doesn't really matter how they look. I mean, I am attracted to how they look, but I'm more attracted to how the way they are.
The only thing I look for a guy is his attitude.
What kind of attitude?
A nice attitude. Treats me nice, takes me to places and everything. The attitude.
And they have to be very romantic, and they have to know how to dance.
Okay, I'm attracted to the guys that are sensitive, that are caring, and that are responsible, and that like me for who I am, not for my physique. I do not get attracted by like looks or anything. I get attracted by attitude, personality, and actually feelings.
So it's like it depends on the personality and the way they think and how they do it in school in a way.
You think we should ask the teacher? We should ask her? All right. So Maria, what is it that you find attractive to? What is it that attracts you to other men? I would say.
Okay, I don't know. I like when they're funny, like April. I like when they're clever, and I don't know. I'm attracted to looks too, but personality and their mind is what really makes a difference.
Someone that is sincere and that doesn't care about my, about my physical look, and.
Why do you want somebody that wouldn't care about your physical aspect?
Because that goes away with the years,
It's true. Looks fade away with time. And that's probably why so many girls here at Roosevelt look first in a man for kindness, sensitivity, and most important, respect for the woman. It's clear. Today, girls want more than a cute boy. They want a guy who will be good to them.
I like for a guy to respect me.
Okay.
And
that's important.
To have nice feelings, you know what I mean? And for him to like me as I do. Like, to give me what I want, like the love that I give him, for him to give it back to me.
Okay, very good. Very nice, very nice.
Well, I think most likely the only thing that's important right now is that they have respect for you and they treat you right.
I'm attracted to the kind that's nice to me and that respects me.
I just like them to treat me nice, be respectful.
Well, they have to respect me. They have to.
I do not get attracted by like looks or anything. I get attracted by attitude, personality, and actually feelings.
Because I don't go for looks. I just go for personality, the way they are, the way they act, sweet, kind.
I like them to be like nice, to be sensitive, and romantic.
He has to be nice and caring.
A guy that's honest, sincere, respectful.
Okay.
That's all.
That's it? How about physically?
Doesn't matter.
Guys who are nice and sweet and are not afraid to be themselves around other people, especially guys. Because when guys and guys get together, they act really dumb. They don't really show themselves.
The kind of guy I like is he has to be not the type that's mean.
Okay.
He has to be very nice to me. He doesn't hide things.
I get someone that treats you nice and someone that's like you in a way.
They have to be honest and caring and sharing and with a good moral.
I've been walking down that empty road. I don't know if I am going up or down. All I know is that I love you. Don't look at me this way. And now and forevermore, will you say, have you ever wanted someone so bad when you open up your heart and feel nothing?
Usually in a drunken rage, it can really vary, because in that sort of situation, you take what comes at you.
And besides that, they were making jokes on me, like making fun of me, because they were saying like, are you a wetback? Did you cross the border? How did you cross the border? Do you have your papers? Some kind of like, it's bad, because maybe their parents, they did the same. I mean, they were wetbacks. I don't want to offend them, but maybe they were wetbacks. and they're making fun of me, you know, just because I'm from Mexico.
Good hygiene.
Good hygiene.
Good hygiene.
Did you have problems with girls before in the past with hygiene?
Stinky ones, yeah.
How stinky?
Girls that had pee for first period but smelled during the whole day. Those kind of girls.
So what is the girl supposed to do if she has pee in the first period?
Well, I've never been in a girls' locker room, but I know they have showers. So.
You're right. You're right. It was Christmas Eve when he called and asked me out if I wanted to be his girlfriend, and I said, well, I'll call you back later.
She called me back a second later.
Oh, she called you back a second later? What'd she say?
She said yes.
Well, actually, it was not only in a second. It was like a half an hour late.
Half an hour.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. That was quick. So what? Were you too emotional when he asked you? Were you too emotional to say yes right now, or did you want?
I got nervous.
You were nervous?
I didn't know what to say. I wanted to cry, and then I don't know. And then especially because he wasn't there to tell me face to face, so I was like, is he taking it seriously or what? You know, if he's not there, you know. But I thought probably because he's sick, he's not there. Or, I don't know. I just got really nervous, and I didn't know what to say.
Wow.
But then after I asked my sister, she said, like, well, go for it, go for it. I'm like, all right.
Oh, you asked your sister. That's what you did in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's because I asked her and I told her, well, she said, well, it's up to you. If you really like him, well, just go for it, you know, give you guys a chance. And I said, well, yeah, and that's true. So I called them and I said, okay.
If he likes her and she likes him, I mean, why don't they say something about it? It's a cool relationship, so I think we should hook them up.
We hope you are enjoying the show. Please write to us. Send us a postcard with your name, your grade, the name of your school, and the topic you'd like us to cover.
Well, once me and my sister, we were riding on the bus back from the mall, and we couldn't really, the bus came and we couldn't really read the sign on top that it said where it was going. So we wanted to ask the man if it wanted to stop where we were supposed to get off. So we asked him, and he's all like, yeah, don't you people know how to read? Don't Mexicans know how to read or nothing like that? And I felt really bad. I felt that like he was trying to put us down mostly. So, and he's all, oh, well, this is a TJ Express. I'm going to drive you all back to Mexico. And I mean, me and my sister felt bad because there was a lot of people there that were Mexicans.
Like every male in this room, I look at the breasts and the butt and the legs, and you know. But usually, like when I like a girl, it's because she's smart and she's independent.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so you think every guy in that room looks at the breast and the legs?
Oh, of course, man. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
So if a guy say no, he's a liar.
That's right, man. I mean, either that or he's gay.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Nice butts. Oh yeah, anything that moves, really.
Like a normal size that's tight.
And you take what comes at you.
When guys and guys get together, they act really dumb.
I don't really like to get with people.
How come?
I don't know. I mean, I like there's a lot of guys that I like, but I'd rather not get with them.
Some other inequalities girls find attractive in a guy and that often came back during our interview are intelligence, sense of humor, ambition, and natural elegance.
You know, I wouldn't want somebody dumber. It was like somebody, you know, who like you can actually like sit and have a conversation with and they can know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, they had to know what they want for their future so they could give their children something.
Mentally, well, I want him to have goals in life, you know, to have dreams so we can dream together, you know. If they set a goal to achieve it or try to achieve it, that's the way.
Okay. What kind of personality do you like in a person?
Funny, like outspoken, and not shy.
I like when they're funny, cause like I like people who make me laugh. When like you're talking, like they joke around, like what they say, and like they make you laugh all the time. Like they act silly.
A sense of humor. He has to be funny, nice.
Okay.
He has to be sweet.
Okay.
He has to be nice, just not like other people. They're mean. You have to get along with me.
The way they carry themselves, like boys, you know, boys for men, you know. There's some kids that just stump around school, like little kids, you know, and there's some other ones that walk like guys, you know, like.
Okay.
I'm Mexican, but I look Caucasian.
And he's all, oh, this is a TJ Express. I'm going to drive you all back to Mexico. And I mean,
me and my sister felt bad because there was a lot of people there that were Mexicans. So we got all the numbers down from the bus and everything, and his number and his name. So when we got home, we called to file a complaint, and in the next 2 or 3 days, they sent us back like two tickets to ride free for the rest of the month. So, and it made me mad because I don't know, it made me feel like less, I don't know, it just made me angry inside.
I wrote that poem because my father, because he passed away of cancer and he suffered a lot of pain, and I wrote it because I wanted to express myself. Pain was what his brown eyes were telling me. He was pale and quite different from before. His voice fading, wanting to say please, but I was blind and deaf to the fact, for he hid it well by praises and glory to the one and only, until his false smiles could no longer keep me away from the truth.
How do you know when the ocean is friendly?
How do you know when an ocean is friendly? I have no idea.
When it waves.
A truth he drowned on a vast sea of secrecy. A truth that hurt me and tore me apart. It was like a speeding bullet wounding my heart. A truth that turned into flowing rivers of tears. Tears, though sometimes not there, that'll never dry. A truth that can never be changed.
Miss Garibaldi, how do the kids treat you?
We get along pretty well, but sometimes, they drive me crazy because they make some animal sounds. I have some moaners. And I don't know who's doing that, and everybody's laughing. Some days are not easy, especially when they don't do what they're supposed to be doing. And other days, it's fun. But, I guess that's life.
Traditionally, guys are more visual than girls. They pay more attention to shapes, curves, and sizes. So when we asked the guys what they were attracted to in a woman, we thought all we're gonna get is physical description.
Like that, like this, that goes like that. There you go.
You know what I mean? Well, guess what? We were wrong again. Lots of guys are actually into that inner look too. What is it that you're attracted to?
Does not mean?
I'm sorry?
Does not mean like girls nice with me?
Not mean, nice to you. Do you find a lot of girls are mean to you?
Yes.
What's your name?
Angel.
Angel?
Yeah.
Angel, what kind of girl are you attracted to?
Me, someone that's decent. I like smart girls. Girls that are like, they don't play around with you, That are nice and shit. That are there for you when you need them.
They have to be smart, and they have to know how to talk to people and be open-minded about things.
I like a girl who can talk intelligently.
Okay.
Who's not afraid of a girl that's shy and also has an attitude.
Like not dingy and not too smart, in between. Somebody that can mess around when it's time to mess around, but when it's time to be serious, she can, change and, be serious also.
She doesn't have to be, fake, super pretty with all this makeup. I like a girl that doesn't, goes for a natural style. She doesn't put so much blush or lipstick and this and that. And let's see, while she takes care of herself, she's outgoing, likes to go to places, doesn't and someone who could think on her own, doesn't have me do everything for her.
If she knows what she's gonna do, she wants to go to college, she's, good in school and stuff like that, maybe she's going somewhere, maybe, she's gonna, turn out to be somebody smarter, make a lot of money,
A girl who is not shy and is not afraid to tell me what they feel.
She has to know where she's going, what she's gonna do, further ahead in life. If she doesn't know what she's gonna do, then if she's just gonna, stay here in the ghetto and live here, then I guess, there's no point to what she's gonna do,
A person that's always happy.
Okay.
And that's smiling all the time.
A person who's fun to be around, a nice person.
What kind of person are you attracted to?
A what?
What kind of person are you attracted to?
Girls, girls. The one that dresses nice, not a hood rat or whatever,
A hood rat?
A hood rat, like a girl that sleeps around with guys.
Okay.
Yeah, they're nasty. The ones that are clean, that, obey their parents or whatever.
Okay.
Have a nice personality and be interested in things I like.
She can tell someone off when they're making fun of her or
stay quiet when no one's talking to her.
Well, actually, you know, as long as they're interested in me, I think that's okay.
They have to like show me that they like me, cause then, you know, if I like go for them, you know, they don't really like me, then I don't know, I feel sad.
See, who said all guys are shallow and all they care about is looks? No way! Guys have feelings too. Some of them go even further. They make it that physical appearance in a girl is secondary or doesn't even matter. And check it out. Their confessions are sometimes really touching.
Like physically it doesn't really matter and stuff.
Okay.
But you know, I like a girl that could be like my friend and stuff, you know, mess around, you know. I don't like a girl that's all serious and, you know, they want to be all, like they're old already, because, you know, right now, like, we're all still young and stuff.
I don't really care, like, on her physical, just as long as I, you know, get along with her and have fun, you know.
I don't care, as long as they treat me nice.
As long as they're a nice person, keep me interested, and well, physically, if they're good looking, they're okay. They'll do.
Male has to be intelligent. She has to keep up a conversation with me.
Okay.
Because I don't mind looks. I don't mind the body. You know, intelligence and what she thinks is everything.
That's important to you.
If she clarifies things with an open conversation, I believe that's better than her looks.
Sensitivity, I think, that's what I find attractive, and that's basically it. That's my big, you know, attraction to women.
Basically, it's the character, not necessarily like what she looks like, which also doesn't affect anything, because, you know, I wouldn't mind.
The way they are, you know, to the inside, you know, the feelings.
Okay.
And someone you could talk to, someone that's there for you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I agree that.
Well, any girl that's like nice to me, like doesn't have to be all the prettiest girl in the whole world, you know. That's not what I'm looking for, you know.
But actually, what I like more than, you know, like big breasts or a big butt or the kind of stuff. I like it when a girl's real smart.
Smart, okay.
Yeah, when she's independent.
Independent, okay.
Yeah.
That's important.
She has a future, not really, you know, more likely to become a housewife. Yeah, I want a businesswoman, you know, like that kind of girl. That's what I really like in a girl.
Caring and understanding, would want to listen to you, not criticize everything you say, and just try and be in the other shoes of the person, not just in her own shoes, you know. Try and put herself in the other person's point of view and see how everything is, you know.
They have to like me for sure, because, you know, like, they don't like you and they're not interested in you. Well, what's the point and stuff?
How do I say, an attitude matters too, you know. You're just gonna like a girl for their physical appearance, because a girl could have a good physical appearance, but if she has like a bad attitude, you ain't gonna be attracted to her, you know.
Looks are not everything.
Okay.
Looks come and go.
Okay.
But the emotions that one feels always stay.
Physically, doesn't really matter.
All right.
Doesn't really matter.
7, I lost not only my ex-boyfriend, but a good friend of mine, and he was a gang member. Well, one day we went to a Dodger game. It was me, him, and his dad, and like that day he was all happy, you know. And then like that day I remember he was all, like his mom had told him, you know, like, you know, do you really love her? And he was all like, yeah, you know. And I remember that day good, like. That's probably the only day I could like really remember really good, you know.
What really attracted me to her was, you know, like she had like this Colgate smile.
What?
A Colgate smile. She had like this big smile with her nice
What's
teeth.
Colgate?
Like she has one of those big smiles, you know, like a TV smile.
And I remember that day good, like that's probably the only day I could like really remember really good, you know. And that's the day me and him spent all day with each other, and you know, and it like it made me happy because like his mom will always tell him, you know, don't bring girls around and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna accept them. But she accepted me, and you know, and he was like telling his mom, oh yeah, I do love her a lot and stuff like that. That's the day I remember.
I want to tell you about an experience, a sad experience that I just recently had with my best friend, who is very young. She's 17, and she got pregnant, like a lot of other girls out there. It was something that she didn't expect to happen. Like everybody else, she thought it would never happen to her. And it's something that pretty much ruined her life, because she had many dreams for her future. She had it all planned out, but now with a kid, it's completely different. She has to think about other things. She has to completely rearrange her life. I'm emotional because I love her very much, like she was my sister. And now all her dreams, all the goals she had for herself are going to be shattered. She has to completely think about doing something else. She has to take care of not only herself, but her kid.
What's your name, man?
Ozzy.
Sorry?
Ozzy.
Ozzy, what do you find attractive in a woman?
Excuse me?
What kind of woman do you feel attracted to?
All of them. Big booty.
You like a big booty?
Yeah. I don't know. What was the question again?
Booty.
Nice butts.
You're right. You're right.
What do you call the ghetto?
Probably this neighborhood.
All right, so East LA in general?
Yeah.
What do you say it's a ghetto?
Because I mean, because everything here is like low budget. You know?
How can you live here and say it's low budget? And say you're yourself or talking about yourself that you're not low class, high class, nor middle class. You're just there?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Where there are you?
Like towards the bottom, kind of.
I don't consider myself living towards the... I mean, I'm economically stable. I have what I want. I have food on my table. I don't think that's low class. Low class is not having an education, not having food to eat. That's bums down el centro.
What he's trying to say, but she took defensively, is that he's trying to say that he don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, week to week.
Sure.
He wants to have something, or at least this is how it is in this neighborhood. It's people are living by paycheck by paycheck. Every Friday they get a paycheck. Every Friday it's gone.
Sure.
So that's what he's trying to get across. He wants something better.
Well, even the best things have an end, and it's time to wrap up the show. After a full day of interviews here at Roosevelt High School, we found out that some students were attracted to the outer look, body, face, and curves.
Good butt, good breast. It's all good.
While others were attracted to the inner look, personality, sensitivity, intelligence. What is more important? Who is right and who is wrong? Well, we don't think anyone is right or wrong, and we don't think one look is more important than the other. We, human beings, are a wonderful combination of body and mind. Mind and body that you just can't separate. You can't take one without the other. Body and mind are one, it's a package, and we recommend that you pay close attention to both. But ultimately, you should always give priority to the one who treats you well. As Dulce says,
Everything matters to me.
okay,
His looks, the way he is, his personality, the way he treats me, the way he acts. Everything matters to me.
Me and him, like when we were with each other, and like all the fun times. I never thought of the bad times, you know. I always thought of him smiling at me. And when he was in the hospital, like his parents used to tell me, go see him, and I wouldn't want to because I wouldn't want to see him like that because something inside told me he's gonna die and stuff. But I never wanted to see him because I always wanted to remember him happy and smiling at me, you know, not him lying on the bed with all kinds of machines and needles in him, because that would probably hurt me more.
There's other thing that pisses me off, that they're always like criticizing the white people, but at the same time they are more racist than them, because they're telling those kind of things like wetbacks, like, and if you don't speak English, they go like, what the hell? I mean, they don't like you, so they are like a little bit more racist than the white people, and I think it's weird because they're always like complaining about their races, but they're racist. So yeah, it didn't hurt me. Well, it didn't hurt me because I'm not a wetback. But it hurts me the way they say, you know, because they don't know it's hard for the people to cross the border. So some people it's hard. Maybe it's because they haven't lived in Mexico. They don't know the problems there. They don't know the people. They don't know the poverty there. So they just make fun of them. But it's like dumb because I know how it's hard for the people to cross the border because they don't even have money for a passport or a visa, so they have to be wetbacks anyways.
I don't know. What was the question again? Well, I don't know, like when I say something stupid, like she just raised her eyebrow. I don't know, it's cute. It's like she raised her eyebrow.
Oh, like girls you can't talk to, you ask them something and like just because they don't know you, they're gonna treat you bad, you know?
Now I don't trust guys.
Really? Any guys? Now you don't
Not
like
any guys, but I mean, there's a lot of guys. I can tell when a guy is lying. I mean, just by their facial expressions, I could tell when a guy. They make certain faces. Guys don't know how to keep their story straight sometimes.
Really? Do you have a girlfriend right now?
I don't.
Do you have a crush on somebody?
Yeah, I do.
Did it happen that you like a girl but she doesn't like you?
No, not yet, but I'm kind of scared of that.
And what hurted me the most is that because I used to always tell him, you know, get out of it, don't hang around with him because you ain't gonna get nowhere. And he wouldn't listen to me. He would just come out through one year, going through one year, come out through the other. And like it still hurts me, you know, but I put it behind my head and I don't let it, like, it bothers me, but I really don't let it show, you know. Like, I always put it behind my head and, like, because I didn't lose only a friend, you know, but I lost an ex-boyfriend and we share, like, a lot of moments together. And sometimes when I think back, it hurts, you know. But, I mean, I don't know.
Next week, we'll be visiting Marshall High School in Silver Lake, and we'll be talking about wishes. We all have wishes, and if you could make 3 wishes, which would you pick?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. What was the question again?
Hello, my name is Adela and I'm a 10th grader and I wrote this love poem or letter, you can say either, and this is how it goes. I just don't know what's going on inside of me. I have this feeling that it's just so empty. I wish that you were here next to me so that you'll be able to satisfy my hunger for love, my thirst for passion.
Teeth are very important to me. Teeth.
Oh.
Teeth matter a lot to me.
So what kind of teeth do you like?
Like clean teeth, nice teeth. If a guy would come and talk to me, you know, for whatever, and he would have his teeth like that, like, ooh, forget it, boy.
Straight teeth, no, and jacked up teeth.
No, crooked teeth and shit.
All right.
Having gaps and nah.
Like guys and guys get together, they act really dumb.
I'm homo.
Sorry?
I'm homo.
You are?
Recently, I was attracted to him. And remember how I told you I'm basically attracted to, you know, anyone, and I told him, I let him know, you know, and he didn't respond very positively.
You didn't respond to him?
Well, not positive, but not very negative either, you know. I mean,
you see,
So you have mixed feelings about him?
Yeah.
But you like him?
A whole lot. You know, I still think about him from time to time. You know, I think sad because I often thought of boinking him and it never happened. So
As days go by, I think of all the wonderful things that could happen between us. You're so close, but yet you're so far. Far away from my arms, far away from my lips.
Well, my birthday was on Monday and it sucked totally. I just stayed home. Well, I went to Melrose and bought the most adorable dress, but other than that, it sucked. John didn't even call me. I was so sad. I thought he forgot my birthday. But today he called me. I was so happy. He said he didn't forget my birthday, but that he was really busy and he couldn't get around to calling me. But at least he did, and I heard his voice, and now I'm happy.
I could show you all my passion and love I have to offer you. I could take you to my arms and hug you so tight and never let you go. I'll let you know how much I missed you and how much I loved you. But if this dream would ever come true, I would never want this dream to end and fade away from me and escape me just the way you left me.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. And remember, if you want us to visit your school, all you have to do is send us a postcard with your name, your grade, the name of your school, and the topic you'd like us to cover. Until then, goodbye.
I'm Mexican, but I look Caucasian.
Now that's a big time dog, and that's what kind of sort of you are. You go, girl.
Probably he knows why he acts like that. But I do believe that he does have feelings, but that he doesn't like showing them.
Really?
He has some deeply, deeply inside. But I would like for him to show a little bit, just a little bit. That's it.
A baby brings joy to everyone, but at the right time. You have to plan it out. You have to think about it really good. And I think a baby should be brought into a family that's gonna love him and not into a single parent home.
How a man or a guy, how a guy feels about this woman. He feels as if, you know, everything for him is like just gone down. You know, he feels as if, you know, how can I say, as if, you know, it's like he just, you know, let his heart decide for himself, and he's wanted somebody for so long, you know, so bad, and, you know, it just basically about that.
The high paying jobs are where in companies, banks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's what he was trying to say. He don't want his kids to be here where they could be influenced to work in just a liquor store or something small. He wants them to grow up so they could work in a building, suits and everything like that.
I have a next door neighbor. She grew up in the middle of everything. Her cousin was gay. She was a girl. Her two other brothers they're gay. They're gay too. Cholos all over. She became a teacher and she came back to teach right here. She came to Roosevelt, she became a teacher, and she came back to Roosevelt. So what says that a person coming out of, how Julian called it, the ghetto, can be someone with a career wearing a suit, coming back to the community and helping the same community? What says you can't do that?
See that documentary on TV in a few months down the line? Is there something you would like to tell her right now?
Right now, that no matter what happens, that even though I'm sick, I told you that I wouldn't be there for you if this would happen. I'm always gonna be there, and she'll always have a space in my heart, and she'll always know that I love her. I'm really in love with her.
Do you want to maybe send you a message when, for like in a few weeks when this documentary will be broadcast? Do you want to maybe send a message to him? Because he sent one to you.
Sure. Well, he knows that no matter what.
Okay, talk to him.
Well, Raymond, you know that no matter what, you're always going to be a special person in my life. And no matter what we've been through, don't forget that I love you.
I know he won't forget. I hope you guys can get back together soon, okay? All right. Thank you.
Estaba Pepito, un día se levantó y le va a decir a su mamá, mamá, ¿los pedos pesan? Y luego le dice a mamá, mijo, ¿cómo van a pesar los pedos? Es puro aire. No seas menso, mijo. Ah, entonces me cagué. That's it.
Describe her. What's attractive about her?
She has a nice face. Her eyes are very beautiful. She has a nice body. She's gorgeous. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's hot. To you, she's like hot. She's hot.
Yeah.
What would you give for a girl like that?
Almost anything.
Anything, huh?
They have to like me for sure, because, you know, like, they don't like you and they're not interested in you. What's the point and stuff?
Just dress provocative, just to wear shorts, you know, like provocative clothes, high heels.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie, you know, like say no physical appearance, but it does matter, you know.
Yeah, she speaks the truth and stuff and does not lie and stuff.
She can't be all skinny and like, all bones, you know. She can have some meat.
Well, a guy like me who often goes out to clubs and, you know, likes to kick back and party and all that stuff, it varies, you know, from time to time.
Oh, actually, I like black man. I don't know, because I don't like a guy that's like, that I could run faster than him. Oh, I like sports. So the guy has to like sports.
Okay. She's gotta know how to ride a bike. I don't want to be with a girl that's always jealous of you talking to other girls like friends, and they get jealous because you talk to them. Like, I don't really like them kind of girls.
When it comes to girls, I'm kind of shy, so.
Tank top. So she could impress me. So I won't have to go anywhere else.
Well, girl, I like that they have to have a nice tight butt, a slim waist, and they have to have not big breasts, but not small breasts either, and a pretty face.
Not always in a bad mood. I don't like them cranky.
No makeup. Because if they wear makeup, the next movie, so no makeup.
The fine ones, though. Obviously,
They have to look innocent. I like them to look innocent. I don't like them to be too wild or too outrageous.
I don't really worry about how they look. It's just like if they come, but
She has to like me for who I am and not care.
We hope you enjoyed this episode, and remember, if you want us to visit your school, all you have to do is send us a postcard with your name, your grade, the name of your school, and the topic you'd like us to cover. Until then, goodbye.